Hello Sagittarius, this is your astrology forecast for July, and this is a big month for you, especially as your ruler Jupiter changes sign and goes into Leo in the middle of the month, which is a complementary sign to yours and really should be very beneficial. But more about that a little bit later as I go through the month and I break down the important dates that you need to be watching out for. So on the 2nd of July, Mercury, planet of communication, travel, technology, goes direct, and we breathe a huge sigh of relief because it means that you can sign contracts, you can go ahead with deals, important job interviews, and for you especially as Mercury is in your 7th house, this should be a good opportunity now. Mercury is direct, your communications with people should be much easier, and if you've got any kind of legal thing that you need to sign, you can now do it now that Mercury is direct. Your thinking processes should be easier, you can plan your travel, Sagittarius, and it just should be a much easier time, especially with networking and connecting with people. And also for you, easier in your relationships and being listened to and heard. Now, on the 12th of July, we've got a full moon in Capricorn. And this full moon for you is happening in your 2nd house, Sagittarius. It's joining Pluto here. So for many of you, your finances have been transforming for a few years now. For many of you, you've had some challenges. Many of you are now needing to find how to take your power and your control in your finances. And this full moon in Capricorn is going to give you an opportunity to look at how you're structuring your money. It's shining a light on how you budget, your expenses, what your money's going on, but also your structure for moving forward with work, your income. You know, are you structured? Have you got a structured approach to finding work? What else can you do? So how can you be more focused? The Pluto moon energy wants you to be very focused. Laser beam your energy, Sagittarius, on what it is you want to achieve with your finances. It's also a good time as well to go deeper looking at your values, your priorities. With the full moon in Scorpio, Pluto makes me think of Scorpio. With the full moon in Capricorn, it's important to look at what are your priorities financially. Yeah, what's most important, and then what's most important to you in terms of your general priorities in life, and then live according to those priorities. So if it's really important for you to be doing work that's gratifying, that you enjoy, then that needs to go at the top of your to-do list, and then creating money from that. Now, and here we have, so for the first, so much exciting happening. I'm getting carried away with Jupiter energy. I have Sun Jupiter in my own chart, so I do get excited about things. It's inevitable when Jupiter comes into the picture, and you're ruled by Jupiter, so you have that natural excitement to you, Sagittarius. And so Jupiter has been in this 8th house all year. It'll be there for the first 16 days of the month. So it's still a good time, a possible opportunity coming to have somebody invest in you, maybe an inheritance, maybe a growth experience with how you can better use your resources. Maybe you come up with an ingenious idea that makes something more efficient and costs you less money. Maybe you find a way of do it yourself, something that really I've done a bit of do-it-yourself here with my lighting, but everybody's telling my lighting's terrible, but my new lights haven't arrived yet, so I've had to really piece something together here with all kinds of things. I really should show it to you, but I can't while I'm standing here. I haven't got anybody to share it with me, but here, looking at this Jupiter energy, still some good fortune happening from somebody else. Then the 17th of the month, this Jupiter comes into your 9th house. This is new horizons, new beginnings for you, and the best part of it is that this Jupiter here is making a trine energy. I really should have done that in blue because it's a very complementary energy with Uranus all year pretty much, but especially during September and March and June of next year, but it's really talking with Uranus here. So this could mean that you take a really significant trip. It could mean that really it changes your life. Something life-changing can happen here through a business, through something connected with your creativity. For those of you in the entertainment business or writers, this is about getting sudden publicity. It's like a video going viral. Something like whoosh of energy. And it happens almost unexpectedly when you least expect it. So this Jupiter energy is going to be very positive for you in Leo because it's a fire sign like you are. And this is a wonderful time for going back to school, for expanding your knowledge, and maybe teaching others, sharing your knowledge in some way. If you're involved in some kind of a court situation, there could be a learning process involved, and it also could be fortunate for you. But this is certainly a time to expand your beliefs, your mind. Don't allow yourself to keep yourself limited, because the more you expand your mind, the more you can accomplish, the more you can achieve. This is great, this 9th house for you. It's your ruling house. It's all about traveling. You might go on a very significant trip, really, that could be totally life-changing. And we've got on the 23rd of July, the sun coming into this 9th house and shining a light on what it is you can learn, what it is you can share, how you can expand your spiritual side of you and grow and see into the future. This 9th house is very much the house of seeing into the future. So you might find a trend, something that's trending that you can make into a business that can make you extremely successful. As well, we've got the new moon on the 26th of the month. Oopsie daisy. This new moon in the 9th house. I'm getting too excited here, but this is just exciting energy. New beginnings as well. So it could be planning a trip that's a very important trip. It could be new beginnings with education, learning something, maybe taking your career in a totally different direction. And this conversation with Uranus here that's so positive is that things can happen quickly for you, suddenly, quickly, in a very positive way. The challenging aspect is that we've got a quincunx. A quincunx is this aspect. It's a 150-degree aspect, and it's between Uranus and Saturn. So for you in your 6th to your 12th houses. Now that's all month that this is happening, exactly at 16 degrees. So planets at 16 degrees are going to be powerfully affected in your chart. And so what a quincunx means is that compromises need to be made. Uranus wants things quickly, it wants the new, it wants to be free. Saturn, on the other hand, wants you to be sensible, wants you to make something tangible out of your new ideas. So you may have some great new ideas for business. With Saturn in this 12th house, consider how you're going to structure it, how you're going to make it real. So don't get too carried away with too many responsibilities and heaviness, but equally don't get carried away with being free and not making something of the amazing ideas that I think you're going to be having this month, Sagittarius, if you let your mind free. Just to roam. Mercury is direct now, so really no excuses. So there you have it. I'd love it if you'd come for a reading so that I can share with you what this Jupiter transit's going to mean for you personally in your chart, and of course also all the other planets. And I just want to thank you for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting. I really appreciate it. Have a great month. Bye for now.